Hey everyone, this is Endor Express here on YouTube and Instagram, and this video is going to feature the Hot Toys Luke Skywalker from Return of the Jedi, but put in Mandalorian inspired poses. The base figure that you're going to be seeing is the Endor Deluxe version, but I'm also going to be using the brown cloak that came with the first release in some of these setups. But for the most part, I'm going to be using this cloak that you see here. It's a custom black wired cloak made by Unreal Toys, and I think it's a great addition to the figure because it really allows you to do dynamic action, sweeping poses, especially when I think of Luke in The Mandalorian, looking all epic and powerful and masterful. I know I'll never forget how I felt watching that for the first time. When the X-Wing showed up, I was like, and from that point on, my jaw was on the floor. Just like those troopers. I love how they slowly built the excitement and anticipation, knowing that we're gonna finally see Luke in his prime Jedi Master form, taking all these dark troopers. Oh, I had goosebumps. My heart was beating rapidly. Felt like I was on the verge of hyperventilating. Man, it's probably a good thing that I was watching it already sitting on the floor, because I might have fainted right out of my chair. It was that amazing. And that's really what inspired this video. It's not a review or anything, but just a showcase to display different poses and setups inspired by what we saw on screen, and just have fun with the figures. I really like how they utilized his force abilities. He was force pulling, pushing, crushing, throwing, and just in ways that we haven't really seen from Luke before. So I thought it was really exciting to watch. And seeing him unleashed like that is probably something that a lot of people wanted to see for a long time. And boy, did they finally deliver that here. The way he was taking them out was really impressive and showed how far and how powerful he becomes since we last saw him. In addition to using the Force, I really liked how he switched between one hand and two-handed swings with the lightsaber. It looked so smooth and precise, and it really reminded me of a mix between his original trilogy style and that of Anakin in the prequels. You know, like his father before him. Now, I did try to recreate some of those scenes as exact as I could, but not for every setup. A lot of it was just my own ideas and what I imagined. This one being an example, Luke versus Boba. Now, at this point, I'd rather they team up, but just for fun, I wanted to see how it would look like if they faced off again. By the way, in case you were wondering, that flame effect came from the Beskar Mandalorian. This was inspired by that shot from behind Luke, looking down the hallway as he's annihilating the Dark Troopers. Now, I'll just point out that obviously we don't have Dark Troopers yet, so in place I just substituted other troopers like the Death Trooper or Stormtroopers, the TIE Pilot. For this one, I wanted an action scene with Luke and Mando, Grogu in the middle, like they're protecting him. And this one is a big group shot with the whole Protectors of Grogu group, I guess you could say. This was just to show what they would all look like posed up together. And I will say that this would make for a pretty formidable team. I also had to go in there with the pre-Beskar Mandalorian as well. And that's another fantastic figure too. Now I'm going to be doing some setups using the brown cloak that came with the first figure. And I have Wicket there in the background as well, just because he's amazing. So I have Luke deflecting a blaster bolt behind him, while pulling the blaster out of the trooper's hands in front of him. You know, it's all about having fun, experimenting and putting together these action poses. Here I tried to imitate that scene where he pulls the trooper towards him before slicing it in half. I thought that was a really cool moment that stood out. And this here is the speeder bike made by Sideshow Collectibles. And I really like how this one turned out because I feel like the wired cloak matches the bike so perfectly, making it look like it's blowing in the wind. It really gives you that sense of action and movement that I really like about wired capes and cloaks in general. Again, this was made by Unreal Toys, but I know that there's some other makers out there as well that do customs. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I had a lot of fun playing with my toys. Oh, I mean, posing my collectible action figures. But if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment if you wish. And I really appreciate it if you subscribed. But thank you guys for watching, and aloha.